So yeah,
green
Feng Shui personal paradise card deck with our friend, mentor, teacher, Tara Catherine Collins. And you know what? A big shout out to her. It was a big birthday she had last month, and yeah, that was we got to participate in her birthday celebration.
We did. It was fun.
And before we get doing the card reading, tell us what you're doing today that's super exciting, or can you tell us?
I can tell you, yes, we are recording today for an international show called The Double Digit with Marilyn Harper and Joy Roby. So you know the book that we refer to all the time, Double Digitology. So these two ladies, Marilyn has done the double digit for over 12 years.
Wow.
Every month. So she goes online. It's always a live or an event that you can, it's a paid event. Secret, I might be able to get you in for free in December. Anyway, we are the Channelers Academy channeling messages for the 12/12.
Ooh.
Yay! So it's an international audience. Super excited to be part of that today. So we're doing that afterwards. Yay!
So our Cheryl is an international stage, on the international stage with some amazing channels. Ooh. Or vessels. What do we call you? Vessel from spirit or something?
Well, Adironda likes to call us a divine link.
Right. So Cheryl is the divine link vessel, aka vessel. Something just flew out on the floor. Yeah, so
I just had to pick mine up too.
Yeah.
So as it turns out, we have 4 people today that we're doing messages for.
I guess so. Yeah.
I already had 2 written down and then 2 more came in. So it's like, well, we'll do 4. Do you want to just do 2 cards each instead of the normal 3? Yeah.
Okay.
2 cards each. So
let me see what came out on the floor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have my first 2 cards.
Guess what? 2 came out on the floor.
Perfect.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
So you know what? The first person I had down on my list was Heather. And so I'm going to say this card reading is for Heather. So the 2 cards that came out for you, Heather, and I know Heather, and I know she loves Feng Shui.
Oh, excellent.
She actually at one time was considering becoming an essential Feng Shui practitioner.
Oh, well, there's no.
And then she had a surprise miracle happen in her life, and then that kind of took her on another path. So yeah, the card that came out was the Bagua map.
Huge.
Number 45. And house cleansing and blessings, number 43. So Heather, this is a great card for you today. It's an opportunity for you to energetically look at that space that you're living in, that all of your possessions are in, and let's ensure that it is energetically connected to Mother Earth, to Gaia. And I don't know that we've ever talked about this before, Cheryl, but I want to just say that for those of you that are familiar with using the Bagua as we present it, that's a 9 square grid that you lay over your home. Now, if you were just to imagine for a moment, Heather, because I know that you're very well versed in a lot of healing energy modalities. Just imagine for a moment that each one of those squares is now a circle, okay? So if you were to draw that 9 square grid and then start to draw a circle around each one, what you will see is that each circle overlaps the other. And when you're done, when you're complete, you're actually going to see something that resembles the sacred geometry flower of life. So there's a clue, right? So you want to look at your home energetically, see what areas of the Bagua that you can support. And maybe it's a review for you, Heather, for you to, because you've been busy with the little one and other things, maybe it's time, okay, now the winter's here. I'm going to get back into my home, into this space. And I'm going to set my intentions and I'm going to anchor the energy in all 9 of these aspects of my life. Okay. So look through your feng shui eyes, see what energetically is being reflected back to you in that way. And then the second card was the house cleansing and blessings. So again, we're coming back indoors. And it might be that in one of those particular areas of the Bagua, you want to, clear the energy, set a new intention in that space, set a blessing. And however you do that, whether it's with incense, with sound, with sage, with a candle, any of those things definitely will work. So yay, Heather. I think that's, and of course, that could apply to any of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a mini one. Is that mini enough?
That's mini, but I'm also hearing. So it's about listening. It's not just about your energetic eyes, Heather. And this is also for everyone. What else? What are you hearing in those spaces? So it's tuning into sound, vibration, especially to those that are a little more sensitive or empathic, and being open to what you're hearing. So you're getting messages, you're just ignoring them. They will get stronger, and they are messages from your higher self, from your soul. They're always loving.
Aha. Okay. Awesome. And then do you want to do another one, or do you want me to do the second one and then do the other way?
Yeah. You do your second one.
Okay. So the second one that I have on my list, I gotta reshuffle here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Why don't you tell them about what we just have new on our website coming up tomorrow that we just did?
Oh, we created a program called A Map to Creating Sacred Space, and we just finalized, put the last stamp of approval on our very first ebook workbook that is a companion guide for a map to creating sacred space. Now you can buy the workbook by itself. There's tons of information in it already, but it truly is more powerful when you utilize it as the companion guide to the A Map to Creating Sacred Space program, which is very fun.
Yeah, so the ebook workbook is $11.88 starting tomorrow. And like I say, it's got some great information. It's 20-something pages long, and yeah.
Yeah, I actually went and printed it yesterday so I could look at it in a tangible form. So.
Okay, so 2 cards for Kathy today are color and wind dancers. Woohoo. Okay, so color is number 3 card. Wind dancers is number 12.
Another a 3 as well.
Isn't that interesting? So that's a 6, 15 altogether, which is a 6.
So here's something else interesting. On the double digit that we're recording today, Kathy is also one of the channels. And 12/12 of 2022 is a 3.
And yeah, so
she's lined
12,
up with 3 3s here.
Hello. So it's so perfect, right, Kathy? So this card, Wind Dancers, we know that the wind is the feng in feng shui, and that wind is the unseen energy. It's that connection to source energy. It is that divine vessel, that divine link that you are, the channel that you are. And so the Wind Dancer is saying, get out of your head, trust that everything is going to flow through you the exact way it's supposed to be. And it's going to be like the wind, it's going to land on somebody's shoulders. It's going to land in someone's ear. It's going to, it's going to be the breath that someone takes in. And they're going to resonate with whatever it is that you need to say. And so you need to just trust that and just let it come. Just let it come naturally, beautifully, as it's supposed to. Ooh, I love that. And then the second card, color. And again, color, we know, Kathy, you actually made a comment and said that, Cheryl and I are both glowing today. And, it's the color that we chose to wear, which is this, we're both in the pink tones today, which, you know what, we never coordinate our clothing, but some days it just comes out. And so it's, that energy of the heart is the pink and the fire energy. And it's that little spark. It's that little piece of intuition, that little, spark of inspiration that you're going to give someone. And so for you today, Kathy, it may be that you need to dress yourself in that color that for what you're going to be doing, maybe is something about being grounded. Maybe it's one of the earthy tones. Maybe it's a wood element, which is nourishing and supportive. And again, when you think about the tree in nature, right, it's grounded to Mother Earth, and yet it does all this beautiful, wonderful stuff. So maybe you have to be tree energy today, wood energy, just to ground you so that you're giving that divine information that's flowing on the breeze.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing while you're talking about that is Kathy's also a healer, holographic healer, certification, Reiki, you name it. She's a healer. So reach out to her in the comments, by the way. And with health and family, of course, the color we associate with that in the Bagua is green. It's the wood element. So I think you're onto something there, Anita.
Yep. Okay.
So the first person I have written down is Janet. And the first two cards that flew out are number 15, the front entrance, and number 23, the kitchen. Notice that these two cards have like a yellowy border, which is in feng shui, when we have color associations, typically associated with the center of the house and balance. Janet, dearest, that little feeling of being off balance that you've been going through recently, of course, is a reflection of what's going on in your home. For your home is always reinforcing that. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. These two vessels teach this all the time. This is not new information for you. Yet in the busyness of life, we forget there are many distractions that take our attention and go in different directions. It is very important, not just for Janet, but for everyone watching, that in this month of change, and in this month and the upcoming months, actually for the next 4 or 5 months, that change is going to continue and going to evolve. It is very important for all of you, this vessel, her incredible partner, Anita, all those watching live now, and all those watching in the future, to find that balance, to find your center. We love that part of the ebook workbook that the ladies created for you. And we love the $11.88 price, Canadian, by the way. Has a reference to and teaches a little bit about the torus field. And the image chosen is a tree, and it shows the torus field of everything connected to and through you, including your home. Understand, dearests, your home has that energetic blueprint as well. And when areas are off-centered or off balance or in a little bit of chaos, it reflects in what's going on in yours and your family's lives. As these vessels teach, take a look at your outside, your environment. Find that balance, dearest Janet. Ground yourself and review the front entrance, the number 6 card, and the kitchen, number 23, which is a 5. 5 and 6 is 11. You are the master of your domain. You are the master creator. And those 2 ones reflect divine partnership. That is you and your source. Alrighty then. That was Janet. If you want to add to that while I shuffle and get something for Connie here.
So interestingly, Janet, so the front entrance and then the kitchen. So I'm looking at it from the similarity that our home is likened to our physical body, and the front entrance could be similar to the mouth of chi, where, you know, that nourishment, where that good energy comes in. And then the kitchen. So this, you know, the combination of these 2 cards might also be something for you to kind of, you know, to look at, because number 11 is about illumination or shining the light on something. And, you know, maybe you are thinking about or starting, you know, a new nutrition program or something like that. And, you know, the kitchen, how is that going to support you? And, you know, that entrance, like the entrance to your physical body, what are you going to put in there to support you? And, you know what, just a little side note, I'm going to be the guest. Whoa, next Wednesday on Masters Healing Wednesday. And this past Wednesday, as is the first Wednesday of every month, Cryon Masters puts that recording out for free. It's available to everyone. So Janet, go to cryonmasters.com and listen to Dr. Brooke. She was the guest just 2 days ago. Whoa, amazing. Listen to the very end. And yeah, I think that might have something to do with your cards today. Okay, and then Connie, you have a message for Connie there.
I do. Imagine, well, it's Cheryl right at the moment. I come back to shuffle because I don't even want to try shuffling when I'm not in my body.
Okay.
There'd be cards flying everywhere, likely. So Connie, interestingly enough, the first card that came up is Wind Dancers. The number
Wind
12 card.
dancers.
And number 8, Nature Objects.
Mm.
Interestingly enough, both of these are a perimeter of green. And we were just talking about health and family and the 5-element theory, both being wood elements. So if you want to touch on that, Anita, while I step aside, that will make
Yeah, you know, I was just getting some downloads here. And so Connie, wind dancers, you are a free spirit. You, oh, yeah, you have so much beautiful energy about you that is soothing and calming. You know, you're like the gentle breeze that just comes into somebody's life. And so I think, you know, this card for you today is about not letting anyone dictate or change your free spirit. You know, be true to yourself, be true to that free spirit energy that the wind dancer is showing up and bringing forth for you today. And then the nature objects is that, you know, you are very, very connected to that natural world, there we go. And that your connection is divine. It really is. And I think that you could quite easily call upon the nature little, what do they call them? Yeah,
elementals.
Yes, elementals. The elementals are with you, and they are there to help you. So call upon the elementals, the earth elementals. Those, you know, have a little fairy garden. You know, honor, give them some space, something like that. That energy is really, really strong with you. Yeah.
Excellent. And we could not agree more. This vessel is doing this, nodding in a very profound yes, yes, yes. What the dearest Anita is talking about for you, Connie. What we want to speak of, because she summarized this beautifully. The wind dancer is the number 12 card, plus the number 8 card is a 20. And it is that solid foundation beneath your feet, dearest Connie, that strives, that calls for, that's beckoning a little bit of attention. Yes, the wind dancing, the going everywhere, being the wind, being the excitement, being the energy for others is wonderful. Only when you are grounded, only when your foundation, dearest, is solid. For your influence is that of the wind. It goes wide and it goes far. And that influence, dearest Connie, can be extremely profound. So find your grounding, find that solid foundation. And yes, it is typically found in nature. That connection to Gaia, that tree connection, that torus connection that we were talking about earlier. All of these messages, dearest beings, are for all of you. You will each pick up something from each one, but specifically for Connie in this one, it is about that foundation. And your foundation can be very wide. Yes, by that we mean your knowledge base can be very wide. So whatever it is that you are considering to add to your wisdom, your cultivation, your knowledge will only benefit those that you reach out to. Notice the shape of a 2. Do we have a 2? Yes, the 2 and the 12. You see the solid foundation? Well, that solid foundation reaches out and around too many. And that is your sphere of influence, dearest. So connecting, and we love the idea of you connecting with the elementals, not just of the earth. The rocks, the dragons are also a part of the elementals and very much in attraction to you. So whatever it is, dearest Connie, that you were considering studying or adding to your knowledge base, we say yes, yes, yes. Dearest beings of light, you are all magnificent. Find your center. Be your balance. Be the tree that has the root system connecting that energetic torus field and that lines of communication through the interwoven root systems. We love you deeply. We are always with each and every one of you. Connect. Namaste.
Beautiful. And you know, I definitely resonate with all of those messages. Thank you. Thank you. Did anybody have any comments they wanted to make on their reading or anything?
Yeah, we'd love to hear how the messages resonated with you. That was really powerful, Connie. Well, all of them were very powerful. And from what they said, what I remember, relevant to all of us, which means I have to go back and watch the video.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. Anyway, do we have one number from all of them?
If I added them all up together?
Yeah, I just think that's a great way to finalize.
Well, you know what? I didn't write down, I only wrote my numbers down, not yours.
7, that's okay.
Oh, no, I did.
We have a 7 and a 6.
So what was Connie's? Because I wrote down Janet's.
Connie's was 20.
20 altogether?
Yeah.
Okay, Heather's was
and 17, 8's an 8.
8, 17. Yeah, hers was an 8. Janet's was an 11 altogether, and Kathy was a 6 altogether. So that's a 2 plus an 8 is a 10, plus an 11 is a 21, plus a 6 is a 27, which is a 9.
Oh, see, now that's not what I got.
Oh, okay.
I got Heather, which was Heather's total 7. 16 is 7, yes. 45
Heather's,
and 43.
just a minute. 9 plus 5 is
5.
14.
Wasn't supposed
9
to
plus 7, 16 is a 7.
7,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Kathy's is a 6, so it's an 8. No wonder it was for all of us.
Okay, well, it's for an 8 because we're all, and that's like the torus field, right? It's that exchange of energy. It's what comes in and what goes out. What comes in, what goes out. It's the ebb, the flow, right? And you could even think about that circle 8, you know, when we are breathing in, right? And then we're breathing out, you know, we're creating this energetic loop, this circle.
You betcha.
Ooh, love it.
Lovely.
So, yeah, so the 8 is, you know, it's not just about prosperity. It's about life. It's about ebb and flow, infinity, infinite being that you are, infinite field of potentiality. Ooh, it's about all of that.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, look at that. We're right on time and we did 4. Yay, us. Woohoo.
Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us live. Appreciate it. Would love to see some hearts and some shares and your feedback, how the readings resonated with you. I'm also hearing they may not resonate with you today, but within the next little while, you're going to go, oh,
Mm-hmm.
And there will be that realization. Cool. Final words, my dear.
Yeah.
Final words.
Final words, have a beautiful day, the beginning of November. I just have to share with you, the other day I had to go pick my grandson up from school because it was snowing, blowing, whatever.
Not very nice out.
So I go and pick him up and, get him tucked in the car, all, snugly warm, and we're driving to the house. And he says to me, Grammy, it might feel like winter. And it might look like winter right now, but really it's not. It's still fall out. So just remember that, we're in a cyclical season, and let's just get into that flow of what the seasons bring. Right?
I love that, because that's that flow of that 8 again.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Have a great week, everybody. As always, you can always watch the full, because it's posted live on Facebook on our channel, but we're also on YouTube, all in alignment with Anita and Cheryl as we continue our rebrand. You've probably noticed lots of changes. And go check out the new ebook.
It won't be up and running until tomorrow, Cheryl.
Yeah,
the ebook.
yeah. But
I'm going to put the link in when it's available.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, excellent. All right. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining us.